Can you cross the threshold of death to bring justice to the world of the living? Black Hollow Prison stood amidst mist-infested swamps on the Lost Island, its walls blackened by humidity and time. Its corridors reeked of mold, dried blood, and death. Only the worst criminals ended up there, or the most unfortunate ones. And yes, it was impossible to escape Alavino. One spoke of Block D. It had been sealed off for decades. Rookie guards would ask about it, but they only received nervous glances and uncomfortable silence. When night fell, the veterans avoided patrolling. Near it, they said that within those rusted cells, something evil lurked. Something that hated the guards. Officer Hendricks discovered it on his first stormy night. The generator failed, and they sent him to check the fuses right at the end of the corridor. With his trembling flashlight, he walked past the empty cells. But as he passed cell 206, a whisper chilled his bloody innocent. He turned sharply. There was nothing, only a bunk bed covered in dust. "Hello." His voice echoed through the freezing mist. A loud bang sounded behind him. Hendricks spun around. The cell next door had slammed shut. His flashlight flickered, and for a second, he saw something in the darkness. A hunched figure in a tattered prisoner's uniform, ashen skin, hollow blackened eyes. He ran, but the hallway stretched endlessly. Doors slammed shut on their own. Shadows flickered before his eyes, and then he felt an icy breath in his ear. "They condemned me. Now, they will pay forever." The lights returned. Hendricks stood at the entrance of Block D, panting, the flashlight still in his hand. His colleagues found him pale, trembling, babbling about a ghostly prisoner, but he wasn't the only one. One by one, the prison guards began suffering nightmares, visions of a man trapped behind invisible bars. Footsteps echoed in empty corridors. Harsh laughter rang in the darkness. Some woke up with bruises around their necks, as if invisible hands had tried to strangle them. Others disappeared, their bodies never found. Finally, Captain Ross decided to investigate the records, and there it was. Prisoner 206, Victor Gomez, a man accused of murder in 1923. All the evidence had been weak. The judge corrupt. The execution rushed. An innocent man sentenced to the gallows. His body had been thrown to the sharks, but his spirit remained in the prison. "He never left this place," Ross whispered, feeling a chill down his spine. That night, the prison trembled with an inhuman scream. Steel doors bent, lights exploded. All the guards fled, but Ross stayed. He said firmly, "We know the truth." The air froze. The shadow appeared before him, its decayed face reflecting centuries of hatred. "Who's-he?" Victor whispered. Rusk nodded. He held out the file, an official document declaring him innocent, signed by the court. Took it. His shadow crumbled into ashes. Since then, Black Hollow has remained abandoned, but sometimes, on stormy nights, whispers can still be heard within its walls. At last, I am free. 3, 2, 1, scream.